Hey Homo sapiens, Marbites, it's me, Rogue Marby Scott. Welcome back to the channel. And yes, this is another look for Christmas, and as you can tell, or maybe not, if you've seen the series or not, this is my rendition of Stranger Things, and I decided to do Stranger Things because in the first season, I don't really want to give away spoilers if you haven't seen Stranger Things Season 1. But there are Christmas lights in it, and the alphabet is there too, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this tutorial and experience. Anyway, let's go into the tutorial. So prepping my base, I'm putting my foundation on, and then we are going to make sure that that foundation is nicely blended in by using a damp sponge, obviously, before we go in with our concealer of choice of the day. And this is my lovely shade that I always like to use, and I would say it's lighter than my skin tone, but you know what, it's what, 3-4 shades lighter than my skin tone, so whatever. So we're using that, and we're just going to brighten up some areas on our face before we blend those in nice and seamlessly before we bake our face, because we are going to bake our face today, but we're also going to be using something that I don't usually use on my face, and you will see that in a jiffy. So setting my face with some banana powder, and I did say previously that I was going to bake my face, but I'm not going to actually leave this powder on my face for too long. I'm just going to set all the areas where I have, you know, put my concealer on to brighten up those specific areas, and then I'm going to wipe it off straight away before I go on to my next step. And my next step is a bronzer and blush combo, and I rarely ever use bronzer or blush on my face, okay, because you know, I like that natural look most of the times when I go out or when I'm doing makeup looks, so I don't tend to put blush on. I mean, I'm black. When am I ever going to have red cheeks? Anyway, going in with the blush and bronze combo, I'm just using a sleek palette, which it's got 4 shades in it of 1 blush and 3 bronzers, and I'm just mixing all of them together just to create a nice seamless look. Now it does look a bit dry, but I'm going to set my face using the Morphe setting spray, and then I'm going to go on top of that using my my tanning spray that I like to use. Doing my brows really roughly, as you can see, and I'm using a brow pencil and then a brow mascara, but I just want to give that natural 80s feel to the brows. I don't want to go too deep and too detailed with them. And as you can see, my face is now set, and I've got my spray on, and I'm going to highlight now, as you can see, and the highlight is popping so bad right now. I did not anticipate that, so I'm just going to dim that light down just a little bit, because we want our lights that we're going to create to be the main focus of the look. Now going in with a, was this a, I think this was a pomade or something, I can't remember, but if it, yeah, this is a pomade that I'm using, a black pomade from Revolution, and I'm just, you know, creating my wires for my Christmas lights. So as you can see, I'm just going in very, not carefully, but I'm just going into a motion where I feel like, you know, that's what tangled lights look like and whatnot. So I'm just, you know, creating some swells, and then I'm just going to go in a little deeper. And then after that, I am going to use a liner just to make those lines pop just a little bit more. So moving on to eyes, and I'm only going to show you one eye because what I'm doing right now is not that fantastic, but basically I'm going in using the black shade from the Alexis Stone palette, and I'm just packing on that black on the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm going to blend that in towards my crease and inner corner, and you know, just make sure that it's really opaque on the outside more so than it is on the inside. Yes, and that is all I'm doing. I'm not putting any other shades on or anything else. That is literally the eye look. I didn't want my eyes to detract away from the facial makeup, as well as the extravagant eyelashes that I'm going to do later. Now what you can see is I'm using some liquid eyeliner first to just place my light bulbs on all over my face before I go on with my first shade. And I'm not going to do every shade in the video, but I'm going to show you placements of, you know, the first couple of shades that I might be doing. But before that, I am going to use that liquid eyeliner that I already used to darken some of those wires, and I'm going to create the alphabet all over my face. Now, let me just tell you, I had to have the alphabet written in front of me backwards before doing this, because, you know, looking in mirrors, sometimes you might be doing the alphabet correctly in the mirror and then you realize, damn, it's wrong. But one of my letters is the wrong way round in this video. Tell me if you've seen it. Going in with a red from the James Charles palette, I am, you know, stippling on my light bulbs in a orderly fashion, so you can see me quite clearly counting. I might miscalculate some light bulbs, but if you look on some light bulb strings, sometimes there might be two colors right next to each other, and yeah, that kind of gets on my nerves, being autistic and everything. But whatever, I'm not being very vigilant on placements. I'm just, you know, trying to be placing things in a correct order. As you can see, these light bulbs are kind of dim right now, but I will be adding on a white eyeliner on top of those afterwards, once I've, you know, got all of my shades that I need to be placed on my face. As you can see, all those shades are on, and with a really thin brush, I'm going in with the white from the James Charles palette, and I'm also mixing that in with a highlighter, so that when I do move my head, it appears that the lights dim and brighten at the same time, rather than just being stark looking as if they're on. I want them to, you know, in different lighting, appear to be shiny or, you know, alive on my face, which I thought was actually quite smart and artistic of me, actually. Then I'm gonna go in with that white eyeliner just to, you know, make the middles of those even more brighter, like it's burning bright hot light. And that's it before I throw on my demon lashes, which I didn't show me putting on or making, but if you would like to know how I did that, let me know. So guys, that's how I got the look, and I am super happy with it. I mean, I'm not really happy with this lash, because if I lift it, you can see. Yeah. So maybe I should have curled right from the bottom, and maybe I should have curled my lashes just to keep the lash that I've just made a little bit higher. But whatever, I mean, like, I'm giving all sorts of Demogorgon demon from the Stranger Things vibes with this eye right now. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe. Oh, and I'll see you soon. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're in the 900s now. Bye. Rogue Marby Scott.